Hello everyone, welcome back. In previous classes, we have learned about the how we can read the file using the more and less command, and we have seen the in detail how we can use the various keywords to toggle the file and to see the file basically. This is one of the another option to read the file using the head and tail command in Linux. Although more and less command is more powerful than the tail and the head, but most of the time we used to prefer the head and tail command. Head and tail command is same to read the file that we used to read using the more and the less command. Let's take a scenario. There is a file, this there is a long file that is written here, and if you want to read only first 5 line of the file or first 10 of the line of the file, then we can use the head command. And if you want to read something last 5 line or 10 line of the file, then we can use the tail command. If you consider our body part starts from head and it goes to the feet, it is called. So we can, if you want to remember the how the syntax of the head and tail, you can consider our body part. Our body part start from head, so similarly page start from the head. So if you want to search the start of the page, then you can use the head. Similarly, our body start from head and body goes to tail, that is body goes to the feet. Similarly, page goes to the end, so you can try the tail. The, if you want to search the first line, if you want to search the from above line, then you have to use the head, and if you want to search from below line, then you have to use the tail. Let's take the example. In the previous example of the, we have taken the message file, that is this file, that is message file. This file is very long if you go, but let's take a scenario. I want to read only 10 lines from starting in this file. Then what I can do, I can do tail and minus, and how many line you want to read. I want to read only 10 line on. I want to read from the first from starting, so I am going to use the head. So head means I want to read from the starting whatever written. I want to read only 10 line, and from which file I want to read, I want to read from the message file. Just click on enter, you can see only 10 line is written here. If you count, it will be 10 line like that. If you 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, you can see 10 line. This is from the, you can see, because date, you can see date is the 50th of February, that is the old. If I say in similar find, if I use the tail, then it will write the from the bottom of the file, it will write. If I do the tail, you can see from the March 1, that is the today date is the March 1, that is writing the information, that is the 10 line 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. The, if I use the head minus 10 and the file name, it is writing the information from the beginning 10 line. If I am using the tail minus 10 in the file name, it is writing it is giving us the information from bottom 10 line. You can add any parameter, you can like that. You can, if you want, you can add 1000 line, that will be not problem. 10,000 line, that will not problem. If I do that, you can see 1000 line will be written here. Okay, so that is not a problem, but there is some limitation in the console, that this much of line can be in one line console, that is restricted, so we cannot read. If I write 1 lakh line, so we cannot read 1 lakh line. Okay, now that is the one way to use the tail and head. Okay, let me create a file for you and see how basically it's work. Okay, if I go to cd slash home slash R Tiwari, and if I do here, okay, let me create file. Let me create the file, that is the vi, and the file name is my file, and let me insert some information. that is the India, India, China, US, UK, Japan, and Naga, and like that Europe. These are something I have written the country or continent name like that. Okay, let's go outside and save the file. Now if I cat the file, that is the my file, you can see you are going to see the information. Now let's see if I what if I am doing to use perform the tail and head operation on this. Currently this file having the 1 2 3 4 5 6 information. Currently this file having, let's take a, if I want to read the first two line of this file only, so there is head -2 and the file name is the my file. Okay, first two line is the only India and China that I want to read. So head -2, how much line I want to read and the file name. Let's click on enter. You can see India China is only coming. What if I want to read only last three line of the file? Then you have to use the tail, and how much line you want to read, -3 from bottom, and the file name. You can see last three file was the UK, Japan and Europe, and you can see UK, Japan, Europe. That is how basically head and tail works. Head means from the starting and the beginning of the page, tail means from the end of the page, and how much line you want to read, that is the minus that line number, and from which file you want to read, they give the file name. That is all about the head and tail, and hope you have enjoyed the lesson. Again, if you have any doubt, any concern, you can send me a mail. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe for more informative video. Thank you. Thank you all.